G'day everyone, Kev from Basketball Victoria here with a June update of PlayHQ's new features, which has a strong dashboard reporting theme to it. The first dashboard I'd like to talk to you guys about is the grading dashboard. So within PlayHQ, under the dashboard section here on the left, you can access this area by clicking on the grading tab at the top. And the idea of this dashboard is it will show each team and the players assigned to each team and which teams they came from in previous seasons to help you when you're completing a grading process to ensure parity in your competition. So the way this works is you select the current season over here for which you want the report to be generated for. Select the prior season number one, which is your preceding season, and then prior season number two, which is the season before that. And once you generate that report, it will show you something like this, where for each team in your competition, it'll show the grade, the club, and the team, and it'll list all of the players that are allocated to that team and what grade they were in the previous season, and also the season before that. Next up is the finances dashboard. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through some of the views that you can access from within this area. So along from grading, if you click on the finances tab, you can view various charts. Now this chart here shows revenue or amount transacted between each month as time goes on. Over here, it's showing the breakdown between shared programs, which are pre-created by Basketball Victoria for you, local programs, which are programs that you create yourself, and competitions, and the breakdown of how much is transacted for each of these, I guess, program types. And also over here, it's showing the breakdown between merchandise sales and registrations. Down here, it shows the breakdown of all of your products and how much has been transacted for each particular product that you have in your shop. And finally, we've got the payout summary here, where it lists all the payouts that occur over here, the amount that has been paid out over a period of time, and also a bit of a calendar view of how much you've received in that month. And for all of these views, you are able to filter by a time period to show exactly what you are looking for. And next up, I'm going to show you the fixtures dashboard. So that's the next one along from finances. And I guess the main call out for this particular dashboard is pending games. So if you've got any pending games, you can then go looking for those games and try to recover the scores from that particular electronic scoring device, or chase up the score sheets if they haven't been passed to you to enter the results into the back end of PlayHQ. Next up, we've got the report builder. So if I flick across to here, there's various reports that are built in here. I'm just going to work with the advanced fixture report for this demonstration. And what this does is it gives you the ability to build your own reports, pivot tables, and charts. So on the right here, you've got a whole bunch of fields, and you can select what fields are visible and hidden from your report. So for example, if I wanted to hide, the round, for example, if I go down here, whereabouts this round? Round name, if I hide that, it will hide it from the left here. I can also build various pivot tables and charts by selecting some fields, popping them into the various sections here, and then selecting how I'd like that displayed. So I'm just going to put together a quick one for you here where I want to pop game date into here, and I'm going to do a report by venue. So just let me find the venue name, which is over here. I'm going to pop that into group. And what that's doing here, it's giving me all my venues, how many games are played at that venue over the time period that I've selected. So I've just left the filter as is. I've also got the ability to view by various charts. So, for example, if I wanted to have this represented in a bar chart, I could select that and have this visualization of the data set that I've selected down below here. Now, the final one I'd like to show you guys, and probably my favorite from this batch of reports, is the fixture integrity report. So again, in dashboards and report builder here, I can select the fixture integrity report. Now in here, once I've generated my fixtures for the season, I can access various reports, pre-built reports along the top here. And the first one here is the fixture summary report, where it shows the breakdown of away games, home games, and buys that each team has to make sure that, so you can have a look at it and see whether you're happy with that, to ensure that there's fairness in your fixture. Now, I guess the native PlayHQ fixture templates are fair across an entire cycle of fixtures. So if in cases where you don't complete an entire cycle, so for example, if you've got 7 teams in your in your grade, and you play 7 rounds or 14 rounds or 21 rounds, it's going to be as fair as it can be. Because each fixture pattern is fair over one cycle, as fair as possible over one cycle. However, if you've got 7 teams and you've got, say, 10 rounds, not everyone's going to play each other a full cycle of matches. So this is where this report comes in handy, and you can have a look to see if you're happy with this. Now, home and away in most cases doesn't really matter in basketball. However, you may have rules around the scoring roster, who's responsible for scoring that game. So it's important to, I guess, ensure parity in this respect. Next up over here, I'll show you the time slot summary report. And what this does, it shows a breakdown of how many times each team appears in each time slot if you are using game slots. So just to make sure that teams are getting a good spread of the time slots, you can use this report and adjust accordingly. The team's balance summary will show how many times each team plays every other team in the grade. And as you can see here, that we're, other than the team that's been withdrawn, everyone's playing a fair number of times, or as fair as possible. And then the fixture times report will show each team, and as the season progresses, what their times are week to week. So that's all for June. As always, if you require assistance with anything PlayHQ related, please visit support.playhq.com, scroll down a bit and hit the Contact Us button.